in the wires, we're the ghost. Ego's king, we rule the host. Masks on screens, we wear them proud. Silent hands inside the cloud. Flicker in the firewall glow. Name in red on a watch list road. Every trace that they think they own, we erase, turn it all to smoke. Hack the world, that's the dream. Pull the thread of the global scene. One small key, whole sky screams. Hack the world, the final scheme. Hack the world, feel it bend. Every closed gate starts to rend. From the core to the crack machine. Hack the world, the final scheme. Reach the system, break the code. Watch the virus overload. Black hood up, eyes run cold. Turn the silver into mold. 10 fake names on a single wire. One small spark, whole grid on fire. Who owns what when the locks all fail? Who holds power when we lift the veil? Heartbeat sync with the scroll. Cursor dancing on the soul. All their walls built tall and proud. We just walk straight through the crowd. Hack the world, that's the dream. Pull the thread of the global scene. One small key, whole sky screams. Hack the world, the final scheme. Hack the world, feel it bend. Every closed gate starts to rend. From the core to the crack machine. Hack the world, the final scheme.
Alrighty, dighty do. Howdy everyone. Hope you guys are doing well. Let's do a very interesting stream, catching up on the news from across the world, which I think is great. Like I think on Wednesday, because I'm tired with like a bunch of meetings and stuff, I can still come and like do these type of like half an hour, 1 hour of just like looking at some news related to things. This is a big video by Dwarkesh Patel, which I actually have a link in the description. I'll just post here as well. But we are going to focus on this one because this one is like 2 hours long. And the current one which we are going to watch is only 7 minutes. And we have a bunch of things to watch. So this is NVIDIA CES 26 Financial Analyst QA, January 5, 2026. Let's see what he says.
You had a slide on the number.
Wait, you guys can see my screen or no? Yeah, you can. You can hear me through, right? Hello, you can hear me through. Yeah, you can hear me. Okay, so first we'll cover about TPU versus GPU, just one video. Then we are going to look at the Windows issue, right? Like a bunch of videos has been popping up from Linus and bunch of other guys. LTT, I meant like posted a video. So let's look at that. You already took my video. I want that back first. Okay, I will send you this weekend. We'll do the stuff and we'll send this weekend. I don't think it will. Like that's the thing is happening. That's like some of the videos about it. Okay, with that, let's get started with this, lads.
Number of tokens, 10x more tokens on Ruby. Jensen, you had a slide on the number of tokens, 10x more tokens on Rubin.
Quickly being like, oh, we might get overexcited. I think it's like it's a lot like a variable right now, bro. Like it's very hard to tell where AI will go.
Versus Blackwell. The question I have, historically you have shown a slide of Blackwell performance versus TPUs on training. Any kind of simulation that can kind of put the performance of Rubin on the inference versus TPUs?
It's hard to, because the only thing that's available is MLPerf. And, you know, we subject ourselves to a fair amount of hang on a second. Had to spit out my candy. I came without a voice. I don't know where I left it. It didn't show up today. As you know, we subject ourselves to a whole lot of benchmarking because NVIDIA's everywhere. And we're easy to benchmark, but nobody could really benchmark a TPU unless you're the TPU people, you know? And so we don't have anything to benchmark. If you guys have anything to benchmark, we're happy to take a look at it. And I think you'll find that it compares very nicely. If MLPerf is an indication, and MLPerf is quite rigorous.
Quick question. Is there any kind of product right now out there that is using TPU? I hardly doubt that, right? There is nothing that's using TPU, I believe, right now. There is nothing that is using, might be Gemini. Some part of Gemini might be using old TPUs. Not sure. But then there is nothing using proper TPU, the latest ones, or nothing using any of the quantum chips, right?
MLPerf is largely governed by Google, and so it's very rigorous. It's so rigorous that almost nobody finishes the test. We're the only company that has ever finished the test every time. We finish the test every time. We subject ourselves to submission every time. So you know you're allowed to take the test, and if you don't like your own answer, after you see other people's answer, you could withdraw your submission.
That actually would be interesting to see if they don't allow MLPerf. Let's see what it is. MLPerf, developed by ML Commons Consortium, provided industry standard AI benchmark to offer unbiased evaluation of hardware, software, and services for learning. Okay. I think CH Bro's company is giving him so much work, so he can't even move the other company. Bro, it's like my work has been a lot recently. Not going to lie, it has been a lot recently. And there are actually, interestingly, I will tell you, we guys won the first hackathon in my company. So my company in Canada have 7,000 employees. We went against around 25 plus teams. I only know about 25 as the number, roughly. And then we won out of that, and some people had really good answer solutions and stuff. What actually got a chance because of winning, right? No, because overtime is hard to measure with remote work, and no, technically no, not paid for overtime because there is no measurement. I can't submit overtime. It's a lot of internal processes. Just let's forget about that, right? But one thing that could happen with that winning out of 7,000 people, being part of 4 people who won that hackathon, yeah, is I got to talk to some of the really smart people in my company who are AI focused and who are actually have the task of building an AI workforce for the company. So that's what I also have been looking into. Not going to lie to you guys, I have been spending a little bit extra time, whichever I get, in learning AI. So today I was learning about NLP processing understanding. Let me share with you guys this. So today I was looking at NLP processing, its applications, and 6 different types of application categories, right? And challenges of NLP, right? So those type of stuff I'm also studying along with hacking, because I feel to make sure at least I have a job and I can do this streaming. The only reason I can do this streaming is because I have a job and I am getting paid enough, right? AI course you can stream. Actually, there is. We can do that. Hi Ashish. There is Hugging Face has some, but in my opinion, the best way would be what companies want, what HR wants is able to do something with it. Say, yeah. But this they have really good ones. One would be playing around with this, making better these things. So Cloud Opus, all these things, right? Deep learning is good. Deep learning is goated. Not going to lie. Deep learning is goated. If you guys want, we can go over the whole course one day, over the weekend. I can take at least like maybe a Friday night off, relax, and then Saturday morning I can come early, just really spend a whole day with you guys on AI. If you guys want, I can actually like push myself to those things. Not every weekend, but like at least once every other weekend. But also like Robert, which you were asking about, learn here. If you go to Hugging Face Learn. Oh, Roman, thank you so much for 5 viewers, boss. I'd like to see. Thank you so much, boss. Hey, how you doing, boss? W-Raid.
With up to 581
Tag
miles
the
per
box
tank.
with Claude. Shooting beats, value work. Ooh, I like that. Claude got a violation. Nice. Roman Raid it is. Roman Empire we are going to build here. That's awesome. Yo, everybody, please follow my man Roman here, man. Please. InfoSec team, husband, Christian, I love it. Father, InfoSec engineer. Love it, man. Love the description. No problem. Let me post in my Discord too. And here is the Discord, lads. If anybody is interested, here is the Discord. We are going actually interesting day you game. I actually want to ask you something, Roman, because if you are an InfoSec engineer, how much you are playing with the AI and like their hardware on daily basis? Ooh, Rover, TPU. Let me explain TPU to you, bro. 1 second. Nice. So Roman, what I was saying is, you are an InfoSec InfoSec engineer at job, right? How much of AI related things you are doing, like hardware testing or software testing of AI? And what do you think, like how things are going with AI? That's one question I have. And also to answer you, Ashish, TPU, just like GPU, right? GPU is a piece of hardware. It's a daily driver. How, like, in what sense it's a daily driver? I want to understand that because in my community, right, you guys can see the Discord. If you can, like, a lot of people there ask is how do we even study cybersecurity given AI is taking over, like with Mythos thing happened, right, this week and all those stuff. SQL queries, okay. So like, what do you think is like for any newcomer, what should people do? Cortex query language. Levels to powerful query language used by Palo Alto and its Cortex XDR. Cortex performs search, analyze, and visualize security data. Okay, so AI is being used in these firms. And anybody like, let me ask you another question. Maybe it would be a little bit different question. Let's say I give you a chance, right, to call a 21, 22-year old yourself in today time, right? Let's say you are in future, you can call 21, 22-year old yourself today. What would be the suggestion you give if they want to enter, get a foothold in cybersecurity, as an infosec engineer or anything? And you can just answer maybe in the Discord too, like, we would be happy to have you there. I know, dude. I asked so many people. Like, when I was in university, I used to ask a bunch of people a lot of questions. So this is just one of the questions I developed. I love asking this one to pick people's brain. But to TPU, let's go back to Ashish question till you're getting the mic fixed. So Ashish, TPU, right? Just like, GPU. GPU is like a graphical processing unit, a hardware, right? To help with these AI stuff. TPU is in the same game, right? In the same realm. It's a different type of hardware with the same idea to get like heavy, computationally very heavy stuff, right? In general chat, okay. Hey, Roman is here. Welcome, boss. Okay, joining one sec. Hello? Oh, hello, can you hear me? One second.
I'm not talking yet, but I can.
Oh, I can hear you now.
So you can get my levels down.
Levels, like, sorry, I am not sure. What do you mean? Can you say that again?
I was just talking a little bit to get your levels down.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. Yes, sir.
So I'm going to mute myself a little bit so I don't hear myself.
Sounds good.
You talked about getting started in the industry. 20-year-old self. It'd be, boy, again, that's loaded. I was just talking to Rouse in my channel,
Mm-hmm.
and the main thing is like you can't teach people to want to learn. Like having that natural drive and that natural curiosity is key. Managers look for that. Imposter syndrome is a thing in our industry, right? Where you don't feel like you're ever good enough. Like you have to be like to this level. You have to remind yourself that, you know, everybody had to start somewhere, right? And then, and then it would just be start somewhere. There's so many free resources now, whether it's YouTube, whether it's just like, I mean, AI, for crying out loud, will guide you through whatever you want to do. I mean, you just pick up Hack the Box like that I've been doing with Claude. I've been just doing it with Claude for fun because I want Claude to learn, have lessons learned, and be like, treat it like a human. But just there's so much free stuff, whether it's Hack the Box, TryHackMe. I know that's a taboo subject for other people, but you
We
know,
did
all
a
these
video
free
on that.
resources out there. Watch IPSec. There's
Mm-hmm.
so many security blogs. It's just like stay hungry, feed yourself, take time, don't beat yourself up. Make friends. Get involved in your local InfoSec community, whether it's a DEF CON group, like we have SecDSM where I'm at here in Iowa, you know, but like your InfoSec meetups groups, it's part who you know and what you know. And again, you can't, I mean, there's so much more, but that's, I try to, the cliff notes for you.
Awesome. This is gold. I love that. Every single part of it. So lads, for anyone who is listening, right? Like I think a bunch of good takes. So first of all, bring your network. There is a beautiful saying. If you want to know how your future would be or who you are, take an average of the 5 guys you are around. Hang out with more people, right? Like just like Roman said, hang out with better infosec people. You will get really good. Second, use AI to learn, right? And be curious, have the drive. Don't worry about AI taking your job. Just be curious on how you can help even AI agents to be better in InfoSec, because that's also going to be kind of a new thing coming up, right? So always learn. And best, another third big one, which I think a lot of people, thank you so much for bringing this up, Roman. Like a lot of people here, also including me, imposter syndrome is a big thing. So if you're ever feeling like down or having that feeling, make sure, right, just talk to others, right, just get it out of your chest. It's a good thing. Thank you so much, Roman. Those three things are gold.
Yep.
Thank you, man.
And then to answer your question earlier about, one second, I'm gonna mute myself again. To answer your question earlier about like how my work daily driver, it's anywhere from making like query language based query stuff. There might be like a repository of like, you know, your work has all of its docs and they fed that to AI to where you can search up like your docs, or like you have whatever AI that's able to search all of that, glean all the information so you can have an LLM based conversation of, hey, what about best practices on this or whatever for that, right? And also, I'm not going to give away trade secrets, but Claude's just really good at, you know, reversing binaries and getting that information. Play with it, right? What else? Just, yeah, it's just anywhere from, they're making it a part of our annual review or biannual review, right? And so like our CEO is like basically like, if you're not learning tomorrow, I mean, if you're doing today and you're not learning tomorrow, all the college kids are learning tomorrow, which is AI, AI, AI. If you don't do that, you're going to be like basically stuck in the past. And there's that. And what else?
Nice.
That's a good start, but that it, that's where it's going, right?
Makes sense. No, like that's great. Like that's a beautiful saying. Like if you're not learning today, somebody else is coming. Like all the college kids or new kids will be learning tomorrow. So like everyone, I think it's leveling, is bringing one of those points, or AI is doing for the first time ever. Experience like might that the experienced people say, oh, we are more experienced, so we should get this and that. That pillar might be shaking a little bit, right? That won't work anymore, and people now have to like actually, for whatever age group they are in, whatever field they are in, have to learn every day. Just can't miss it anymore, right?
Oh yeah.
That's amazing. Thank you so much, man. This is beautiful. And just one last question Ashish asked. I want to like ask you this. So he said a 20 years old guy joined a bachelor's. Should he dedicate his all 3 years to C, assembly, reverse engineering, basically hacking, but not web hacking? Which field should they go for? Reverse engineering, antivirus analyst, or like web hacking? What is your take on
Oh wow. That's a
that?
personal preference, right? So story time for me. Starting off in the industry, the main question that got asked to me is if I wanted to be management or technical. I chose technical. And then from there, you've got the gamut so wide, right? You've got blue team, you've got red team, and then from there, it's like, well, if you choose blue team, well, what field do you want to be in? Do you want to be a part of the SOC? Do you want to be part of engineering? Do you want to be a SOC engineer? Do you want to be a part of threat intel? Part of threat intel is, again, there's malware reversing. So
Mhm.
if that's like your hot amazingness is, malware reversing, then you're going to want to probably, start with a knowledge of like C code, get a Ghidra or an IDA Pro free or
Mhm.
something like that, and then just make a simple hello world in C or something like that. So like at least you know what your code is doing, and then go to the assembler, and then go from there. I mean, there's a lot of free, really good stuff out there on reversing, but if that's your passion, but it would be just whatever you're passionate about, do that, and just know that if you start off in that, there's always time to pivot and switch, right?
Mhm.
And it's such a broad, and so much to learn, that it's like it's okay if you want to start down that route and then change it later, I don't know.
Mhm. Love that. So Ashish, I think that answers your question very well, because it's more about your preference, and even in down the road, if you are not, you feel like right now this is your calling, but in future you feel like no, it is not. Don't be afraid to pivot. Break down everything from. So he said I did same thing yesterday. Break down everything from C to ones and zeros. So yeah, I think like that might be your calling. Keep going, man. Thank you so much, Roman. I know you might be busy, might be ending your stream, have to go, so I won't take much of your time. Thank you so much
Yeah,
for joining, man. Thank you.
anytime. I appreciate it. Thanks for the banter.
No worries. Well, you will see
See
a
you around,
bunch
brother.
of. See you around. Have a good one. Bye.
Yeah.
Awesome. This was great. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Rosek. Rosek. I think that's how you. I don't know how to say it. But thank you so much, man. I love those. Elena Dink. But yeah, I think, lads, these were great questions, Ashish. Like, I love it, right? And hopefully, I answered your TPU question as well, right? TPU is just another version, another type of hardware that is used for like really heavy stuff, right? Yeah, I think experience will give you like one thing for sure is like vision with the patterns and stuff, right? You will be able to see how certain technology will bring a change. Amigo, some need like something. Ah, wait, some need fix on the. Oh, okay, you need some fixes in NAN. What's up? Nah, don't do that. Don't do that. But yeah, dude. So let's go back to our TPU thing, which we were talking about, and let's see how this works. So ML perf, right? TPU for Google TPU ML perf. Let's see what they are doing. Google demonstrates leading performance in latest ML perf benchmark. That was in 2021, right? Nvidia A100, and that's like very, very old. Very, very old. Hello, El Papi from Canada. Yeah, no, 100%. Take your time. Make sure whatever you do, just like really go hard on it, right? And don't worry. It's okay to pivot. Actually, I think it's very much okay to pivot. I have done that. So ML perf TPU current, like I want to see the current latest stats. SOC is cool as well. Oh yeah. Add AI bro, HR is looking for that. Yup. That's true, that's true. ML Common releases ML per 6.0 benchmark results. So we have DeepSeek, a bunch of these ones. I don't. SOC, we full stack. You guys are at this point, you're just like typing whatever you can. I want to see how the most recent benchmark rounds. Okay. Latest hardware submission featured advanced chips from Google, AI, AMD, and Intel. The highlight of Google was the highlight for Google was sixth generation TPU known as Trillium, which officially debuted first result in 2024 and 25. So Blackwell B200. This is I don't know if you guys know B200 one, or if you guys follow stock market a lot. IREN, which has also a data center near. Some of my friends work in those data centers. They have a bunch of those, and now they're getting H100, which are way better than B200. Damn, you guys are just going crazy at this point in this. AMD Edge. So I want to see. So Blackwell still was like the key featured hardware. Then it was Google Cloud TPU system for data centers. Scale and efficiency, AMD, Nvidia, and Intel. Google was not there. Then AMD and for training and stuff. That's interesting. So like Nvidia is still like going hard and big. H100 in Canada? Because I remember last time they ordered. Oh, it's from US to China, not Canada, bro. Yeah. Okay, all the best, French. Oh yeah, China got it was a whole smuggling going on. It was such a big smuggling going on. Big smuggling going on. Not pivoting, but being real. I started SOC for a small job. Maybe I get it or not. It didn't matter too much. Going deep in it was never a plan. And entry level learning. Yeah, makes sense. I just said that about. And yeah, yeah, yeah. Chinese supercomputer got hacked? Okay, let's look at that too. NVIDIA is best performing according to April 2026. Blackwell actually, interestingly, I think Blackwell's trained models are either not out or like they might be in the paid one. So we still are not seeing. But Gemini was TPU, which was trained on 2021, 22, is now out. That was it. A hacker has allegedly breached one of China's supercomputers in his attempt to sell a trove of so a massive trove of sensitive data, including highly classified defense documents, missiles, authentic from a state-run that would potentially constitute the largest known heist of data from China. Contains more than 10 petabytes of sensitive information. Wow! Access to have obtained from the National Supercomputing Center in Tianjin, a centralized hub that provides infrastructure service to more than 6,000 clients across China, including advanced science and defense agencies. Wow. Flaming China posted a sample of elite dataset from an anonymous Telegram channel on February 6, claiming it is contained research across various fields, including aerospace engineering, military research, bioinformation, and fusion. Wow. Yeah, dude, Mythos was one of the craziest one. This supercomputer is getting hacked. Wow. Wow. That's true. Three-letter agency is the way. Damn, man, that's amazing. Like crazy stuff. I don't know what that was like. That's amazing. Also, going back, dog bite. Here you go, boss. Hugging Face I like, and I think even I was going over some of the stuff with like diffusion course to understand how proper videos work and stuff. So something if you want to know, community computer vision course, audio courses, agent course, bunch of interesting stuff is there. Okay, going back to our TPU stuff. This is a good day. Like how much we have like done half an hour stream and we are only 2 minutes in the video. Again, that what's it called? Hack Smarter's TryHackMe video. Same thing happening.
It's the only test in the world that has this kind of civility. And we're fine with it. And so we're usually the one that submits first. And so everybody sees.
Indeed, indeed. Cake goes to Roman today. Indeed. The crown goes to Roman today. Dude, there's so many. Indeed, like you're right. There's so much good information. There's so much exciting information. And holy hell, during the stream, something might come. Who knows, right?
Our answers, and then they decide whether they want to submit or not. And so my sense is that a lot of people have taken the test. Not all of them can finish it, but some of them have. I just don't think that they submit it for maybe ulterior reasons, And so that tells you something. If we're the only one that submitted the test and everybody else is.
Beautiful part, Amazon, Microsoft, right? I know Amazon has TPUs. They didn't release their anything about ML perf, but their CEO has been saying a lot of shit about NVIDIA.
Is empty. I think that just tells you what the answer is. It's not like nobody showed up to the Olympics. They all showed up. They just decided, we'll just let you run by yourself.
Bro is like at this point he's just having fun.
But one of the best benchmarks is actually semi-analysis. It's a living.
In February 26, NVIDIA GB300 Blackwell Ultra has won the title of Inference King in semi-analysis test, delivers up to 50 times better performance and 35 times lower cost to agentic AI compared to Hopper. Yeah, dude, I feel like he understands that TPU and quantum computing are a real threat, but for now, a year or two or three, right, he is going to remain like the king. unless until they do not like look into quantum and stuff, because quantum will take over, right? Quantum is going to be as revolutionary as invention of, let's say, like those black boxes in these AI stuff, when you are building, those neural networks, the black boxes.
Living, breathing benchmark that's there. I like it because it's living and breathing. It's continuously updating, as you guys know. And so I like that fairly well. And I hope that they submit themselves to that.
What about semi-analysis test? Okay. Semi-analysis provides in-depth independent testing and analysis of AI data centers and semiconductors hardware, focusing on performance benchmarking, architectural evaluation, and supply chain dynamics. The research covers GPU, CPU, and networking and advanced packaging, with the recent focus on inference benchmarking and GPU cloud evaluation. Getting started 95.65 going to be. Oh, okay. Not for that. Okay. Initiative designed to provide a methodology for evaluating AI inference performance, covering throughput, cost, and efficiency across NVIDIA and AMD GPUs. Cloud powering ranking system. What about TPUs? Do we have TPUs here? No, nothing about TPUs, eh? £900 gorilla in the room. Oh, Ghost, what's up, bro? Nice. Oh, is that like that guy from who's like, I'm the Doom Slayer or something, whatever? According to the Seminar report, Google's TPU serve as a high-performance, cost-effective alternative to NVIDIA GPUs, optimized specifically for large-scale AI training and inference. While GPUs offer superior versatility for varied workloads, GPU provides better performance per watt for massive matrix melt. So TPU is more like one work-related. I started off with this. I have like these all lists here. So this is what we are on. Basically, the NVIDIA one. We have some 1 or 2 videos on Windows, and then we are going on Claude. Because Claude I know will be heavy. So that's also one thing. So TPU is performing better only for 1 or 2 specific tasks. GPU is like a general purpose, right? So TPU might be like, I'm making the best toaster, right, in your kitchen. GPUs are like, we can take care of the fridge, we can take care of the toaster, stove, or everything. Oh, Chrome is such a big one, yeah. Make a video submission. Oh yes, yes. Do that like where like we can do all these reviews or something, really good technology or some good stuff coming.
Because
We need to catch up. We all need to catch up.
DeepSeek and Kimi, QN, these are state-of-the-art reasoning models. They're based on MOE. They're very hard. It's not for the faint of heart. You know,
Yo, Idor, can I work with you on that? I would love to like use Windsurf to build that.
almost anybody can run it to completion. I mean, you'll get a token out of it. But to do it at the rates that we're talking about, it takes superhuman capabilities at that point. And this is where NVIDIA's extreme co-design capability, where we're designing across the GPU, the CPU, the NICs, the NVLink switches, the CX NICs. I mean, all of that is working together. The amount of software that has to come together for a rack that I was showing.
We should do that on Saturday then. How about let's do on Saturday or Friday night, actually, my Friday night. If you are available, Dogbite and Idor, let's build one. Sounds good. Let me know whatever okay, whenever, maybe we can do. Oh yes, yes. Let's do next weekend. Like, let me know whichever weekend works for you. Like Friday night works for you, Saturday night works for you. We can do that.
Today, that pod that I was showing today, just if you just think about it for a second, you know, aside from the one that you saw there today, I don't think anybody's ever seen one really, you know, built from the ground up with that kind of capability. And so NVIDIA wrote every line of code and designed every chip, created all the systems, optimized all the algorithm. We contributed everything back to open source so everybody else can take advantage of it as well. And that tells you something about, you know, the level of.
Okay, pause here. Let me tell you one thing about why. You know, when was it? 2023. Nvidia was killing it. Still in 2024, it was killing it. 2025, it was killing. Right. One, a lot of people thought Nvidia was the Cisco, and he just brought, oh, we wrote every single line of code and gave it back to open source so community can use it. No, 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 no. What they did, created a software like CUDA, which was really great, right? Really great, but it only works on their hardware, right? It only works on their hardware, and it just became so sticky that if somebody wants to run those applications like sklearn here, where is this? You see, I'm just doing research for some work related in our company. sklearn, understanding okay why it is so sticky to Nvidia and stuff. They made it online, they made it available to everyone, but holy hell, it's sticky as fuck. It's a super glue they created. So if so many current AI related Python libraries like PyTorch and stuff cannot work without Nvidia. Just want to give you guys an idea how smart their business model is and how they show that we have made it open, but it's not technically. They made a smart business move.
Of leadership that we have. But that's DeepSeek's another example. And I think today somebody just published, is it Signal 65 or something like that? They just analyzed our performance, and it shows about a 10-to-1 from Hopper to Blackwell and 10-to-1 reduction in cost. And yet between Hopper and Blackwell, the transistor count was only 2 times, right? And so that tells you why it's so essential anymore to do co-design at the level that we're talking about. Because if you can't change everything across the whole thing, how are you going to overcome Moore's law? If you're...
This is beautiful. Single-threaded CPU perf and how Moore's law versus what Moore's law. Like graph shows NVIDIA isolated computing in the post-Moore's law era. What Moore's law was, if you haven't like looked into it, Moore's law said every I think certain amount of years, right? The size of the computation like GPUs or these transistors will be half, and their performance will be double, right? So that's what they're talking about, and things have been in like since 1980s. Things have been following the path till 2020, and now things have changed.
If your architecture is basically the same and you're just, you know, making a faster XPU, whatever PU you like to build, if you're just building one chip, who cares? Amdahl's law gets in the way.
Amdahl's law, I have no idea what this. If 90% of the runtime can be accelerated by 100x, the application is sped by 9x. If 99% of the runtime can be accelerated by 100x, application speed up by 50x. 80% of the runtime can be accelerated by 500 or even 1000x. Okay. Say if 80% of the runtime of a GPU or anything can be accelerated by 500 times, application that's running on it will only like get faster 5 times. That's interesting. Amdahl's law. Okay. There is not widely recognized scientific legal principle known as. Oh, misspelling of Amdahl's law. Actually, these laws are. I'll tell you this one thing, Rover. These laws are technically not laws, in my opinion. These are like observation that. Oh, actually, they become law then. But these are observation with the assumption. So it's technically not a law like, physics. These are like the types of law you see for some time works out. Awesome, Wrench. Good job, man. These are like something more like for scientific heavy stuff.
And you're not getting that many transistors anyhow. And so I think we've fairly clearly revealed that in this new world, if you want to keep up with the rate of model size growth, 10x growth, and token growth, and cost decline, and getting to the new frontier, and you want to go fight every single one of these battles, unless you're able to keep up with the type of systems we're talking about, I think you're going to have a very hard time. I think the probabilities of keeping up with variable.
Lethal error, what's up, bro? You want to make some money online? Send me $1 on Stripe. Nah, bro. Nah, I'm good. Sorry, but I have to get this deleted. You want to make money online? Send me $1 on Stripe. Oh, I read it wrong. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Let me. I'm so sorry. I thought it was a spam one, man. I'm so sorry. There has been so many spams coming. I'm so sorry, man. Dude, how do I remove the timeout? How do I remove timeout? Yo, Robert, can you help me? Dude, that early one was traumatizing, that thing that happened to me. I don't know how to remove timeout. How do I remove timeout? Wait, can I remove timeout? I'm sorry, Lethal. I'm so sorry. Come to YouTube, please. I'm so sorry, man. Didn't mean it. I just thought it was something else. I saw first time message and stuff, and that's with that it just hit me like slash unban. Okay, thank you, bro. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I'm so sorry, Lethal. So sorry, bro.
Ruben is very low for the industry if you're building one chip at a time. I would say that it would,
Let's go back to video.
I don't want to say impossible, but it's modulo something close to impossible. It's not a one chip wonder thing. And you're not going to build a
For the record, I read it wrong. I'm so sorry.
chip, connect them in a torus point to point, because it's easier to build the interconnect if one chip connects to another chip connects to another chip. There's no switches to design. But in the case of MOE, you need all-to-all. Every single layer is an all-to-all layer. And so in our case, we literally just send information all-to-all to all the GPUs. The GPUs just send information to each other through the switch. It's one hop. In everybody else's case, you got to pass the token, from one chip to another chip to another chip, depending on the size of your pod. That could be 9 hops, it could be 5 hops. And if you're doing this repeatedly as a fundamental part of the processing, it really adds up. MDOS all gets in the way.
Listener.
We're here.
No. No need to listen to more. Okay, that was interesting. But yeah, I think Idor, you mentioned about TPU, right? Who said that about TPU? But yeah, whoever said like to get me more TPU, I'm down to listen. The prime time one, sure. Hey. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Ghost. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And so sorry again, thank you. Um, I just said thank you and so sorry for like in last 2 minutes. Okay, let's continue with Windows one, but wait, Idor, you sent some. Let me just check in private first. Okay, let's look at these ones tomorrow too. I'm down to like look more into this. Yeah, I saw it. I want to like move to like Windows a bit more. I'm new, I'm Robert. Bro, the image is same. Oh nice, that's cool. We should do like one just on TPU. This one was more about like just catching up on everything. So let's do that. Um,
Hey, RD.
okay, I like the title itself. I love the title. Windows 11 is an absolute embarrassment. I like the title.
RDNA 5.
RIP Vimeo.
And RIP any sense of a usable Windows installation. Let's get into the hot news, everybody. I'm your Brett host.
Reese.
We're going to be going over the hottest tech news we can find on the internet while you enjoy your breakfast this Monday, January 26, 2026.
You got it, yeah.
2.6. Look at that. And look at RDNA 5. It's popping up in updates. The first entry that we're finding of AMD's next generation GPUs. Not a whole lot to really get out of this besides the code name of their discrete GPU, which is going to be Alpha Trion. We kind of already knew this, but those are the details. The rumor also indicates it might be coming with HDMI 2.2 and expected to launch in the middle of next year. So the kind of things that are already known entities, but just more confirmation that it is indeed happening.
Cool name.
Well, Race, while
Oh, reduce the volume, sure.
we're talking about RDNA 5, we need to talk about RDNA 3.5 a little bit more because roadmaps are coming out for what AMD's graphics lineup's going to be, and it's no wonder they're putting out bad marketing materials against Intel because they're not planning on moving on from RDNA 3.5 for many, many years. And so with Intel innovating in the GPU space on their thin-in lights, AMD doesn't look like they're going to have a whole lot of competition. So the reports are coming out that 2029 is when we're going to see them move on from RDNA 3.5. It appears like AMD's strategy is very similar to what they had with Vega, where the graphics just last forever in the integrated setup, despite the fact that every other company has realized there's big money to be made here. Nvidia's about to release their N1 and N1X laptops. Intel's been working on their Xe graphics with Panther Lake, and it looks like AMD might be stuck in the mud when it comes to what they're doing with graphics. There are going to be iGPUs with RDNA 5.
Okay, I want to know about Intel. Let's look. Sorry, not Intel. My bad. Windows.
You know what else is going to be rough in 2026? Windows 11 is off to one of the most horrific starts of a year ever. So there was a report that I read that evaluated all of the issues that Windows 11 had in 2025.
Yeah.
And it was a record year. It was a record year for bug breaks and everything going wrong with the operating system. And 2026 is already off to a blistering start. Looks to outpace it. So there's been many issues in some of the first patches that Microsoft has had to issue emergency fixes for, which is not typical. So there are things like Notepad, Paint, Snipping Tool, and Terminal where all like, check your Windows account. You're not allowed to use this.
And any crash apps like Notepad, Paint, Snipping Tool. Wow. But why would I need like a ShareX if my snipping tool is working fine?
Which baffled a lot of people. Turns out it was a bad update. They also had an issue where Outlook was crashing, which was a problem. So that's the second emergency fix they've already issued this year, with the first one being for computers that couldn't do remote connection, and more seriously, you couldn't shut down or hibernate your computer. So kind of...
Wait, Wait, what do you mean? Like it's just better? Like why? Like explain to me how a screenshot by ShareX is better than by snipping. What is the difference?
Massive problems there, but guess what? It gets even worse.
Oh, great.
So the new one that they haven't yet released in
Oh, this one.
emergency fix for, but likely will have to. Computers aren't booting after the latest Windows patch. So they have Patch Tuesday, where patches go out on Tuesday, and it's discovered that there's problems. So it's happening because there's an unmountable boot volume that's happening, where you can't actually get into your system anymore after this update. But have no fear.
That's actually good. That's actually good.
Outlets like Windows Central have a guide on how to unbreak your PC and get it fixed, because Microsoft has had a terrible moment so far this year.
Moments.
It's been bad, and it does not look to be getting any better. And then you have things like Satya and
Auto unattend. What's that for?
72.
Auto unattend. Generate files for Windows 10. So setup reads during image deployment, specifically named so that setup. Huh? Automate Windows 10 and 11 bypass manual. Oh, okay. It just updates everything. Oh, gotcha.
Nadella going to the World Economic Forum and talking about how AI has to
Oh, interesting. That's cool to know.
be more useful if people are going to give us the social capital in order to build all these data centers. And when you can't even build the operating system and you claim that it's 30% AI, people won't give you
Yo, Cyber Doctor, what's up? A very good morning to you. Good morning to you, boss. It's night for me. I need to get sleep.
that social capital, pal. It's just not going to happen.
I'm not even a Linux guy, but this is the best marketing for Linux that they've ever had.
Yeah.
Yeah, raid again. Yo, Cyber Doctor, quick question. What are your thoughts about the micro slop things that are happening this year?
Hi guys and welcome to TechBased. In this video I figured since we've done so many videos related to Windows 11 issues, Copilot, AI things,
25H2, all major problems fixed. Okay, not fixed. I want to like get some stuff on Windows 11. The issues they are facing. Microslop, yeah. Basically Microsoft, but because of AI, they are just generating so much of slop content and stuff. Can we get location data from image? Yeah, I know, but with screenshots too. I may not have the right mic selected. Wait, really? Interesting. Wait, why is not showing up? Thank you for showing that, bro. Yeah, pretty much the shit Microsoft is doing. Wait, why is my... Okay. Is it better now? Is it the quality better now? Oh, normal photos. Yeah. They have the... That's why Google Earth people use, right? Okay, so K quality. Let me... I need to improve, get a new mic maybe then. But yeah, like, what about Microshaft? Yeah. But like how things are going with Microsoft, because their OpenAI things is falling out. Their Windows is just cannot Windows 11 just cannot get fixed, right? Azure have broken down last year. Oh, I just have one microphone. Oh, actually, I have my camera too with the microphone. So Microshaft is so funny name. Yeah. Is it interesting how things are going with these? And I want to just ask AI about this. Summarize this video for me. Let's see how good the summarization is. Oh, I will watch Primetime one. The video from the Van show discusses growing frustration with Microsoft 11 and Microsoft Direction, particularly regarding user freedom and system experiences. Local account restriction, actively removing known workarounds for setting up local offline accounts in recent Microsoft 11 Insider preview. Yeah, Microsoft is terribly struggling with massive tech debt. Yes, yes. Sick in the mind. Howdy, boss. Search and UI frustration. This never works. I don't know. Like their search. Worst part about their search. When I search for a file, right? When I search for, let's say, a something that never shows up properly. Potential for a Windows Linux. The host entertained the radical idea of Microsoft potentially basing future versions of Windows on a Linux kernel, similar to how Edge moved from to Chromium. That might be actually a good thing. How Lenovo did, right? W to Lenovo from switching from Windows to Linux. Yeah, sounds good, Idor. Have a good one, mate. Yeah, nice, bro. Congrats, Wrench. Ads and dark patterns. A significant portion of the conversation focused on increasing presence of ads and dark patterns for sign-ins, um, obtrusive upgrade prompts, and intrusive app behavior that make OS feels less like a tool owned by user and more like, yeah, I think like everything they pushed with AI has been a BS. Love for Microsoft to improve OS by simply removing their intrusive elements. I think Microsoft will end up losing, if not the AI battle, but like the OS battle at one point. Who knows?
Microsoft.
I want to watch the Prime one.
The
Okay,
unthinkable has
this has a better title. Fuck you, Microsoft. Let's go.
happened. I know. I'm about to report something that I think has never happened before. Microsoft.
No, Microsoft is not going anywhere, but I think like how what I meant is this. So a lot of companies, right? How I think Rover was the one who shared. Yeah, buy them technically. Yeah, same with Apple. But what I'm saying is like Lenovo moved from Windows to my Linux, right? Thing that happened was they saved a lot of cost on operations, call centers, and all those hardware issues. That a lot of people might see and might switch, and there might be a potential of operating system on top of kernel which gives you the feeling of Microsoft, so people can switch easily. These companies like Lenovo can actually like create something like that, right? And then ship things and might make switches there. I hope Microsoft doesn't make up one day and say we are now making consumer operating system and we are not making consumer. It's a necessary evil though. The only way companies like Microshaft will listen if you hit them in the wallet, gonna develop Linux more. If it is just played games better, yes, I think gaming is a big industry in that case. I would have already switched. It comes a long way already. I have come a long way already, but still gotta cook a bit more. Yeah. No, no, not for you. No, no, no. Dude, it's 4 LPA. So people who don't know, 4 lakhs per annum. 4 lakhs is 400,000, but in rupees. Best way, wrench, to go and see. There is pay scale. Look for the companies. Look what is the average. Go to what's this called, Glassdoor. Look for the salaries. No, just tell them no. There is like you can look for the salaries of other people. Give them a response in that case. I hear the French government replaced their Windows machine with Linux. I'm not sure what distro. Let's look at that. And Panda, what's up? I think you keep getting followers because of your looks more than your brains, but more than my brain. I love the fact, like, I don't know if it's a diss or a good thing. Not many people have called me handsome, so thank you for that. But holy hell. No, don't say 5. Start with 6, 7, bro. Just say 6, 7. I do. Yeah, it is a good diss. France is accelerating efforts to reduce its reliance on non-European technology with plans to replace Microsoft Windows with Linux. Genbuntu, a custom Ubuntu-based distribution that has been successfully okay. Genbuntu. I don't even know how to say it. Yep, do that. You got the idea what I meant. Genbuntu is a version of Ubuntu adapted for use by French nationals, National Gendarmerie. The Gendarmerie pioneered the use of open source software on servers, personal computers in 2005 and adopted Open Office or Office Suite, Open Document. Okay, it's a one in a long time. Love this idea. Love this. You guys are rich. You guys can say things. No, Wrench. Actually, I say like 6. End up with 5. There is a negotiation for a reason, right? Say 6. Yeah, push them for 6 and just okay with 5. Ask them what's in hand because is it even CTC? You won't even get anything in hand, bro. Oh, that I heard that news. I don't know if that's successful or not. EU OS, Nova Linux, Clink and NeoClink, Astra. Okay, notable migrations. I think this is a good site, lads. You guys should look into. Yeah, look at the current market. That's all I'm saying. Go on Glassdoor. Go on. Nah, dude. Like, you 33K, you won't even know. Have 50K in hand. What is 50K in hand? 6 lakh? Yeah, have 50K in hand. Yeah. Just go on Payscale and Glassdoor. Look at it. That's it. A lot of people. Wrench. I'm telling you. Just look. Talk to some people. You will realize. Do some research. Yes. Oh, you. I'm just saying. Have a sign up bonus. One thing. Second thing. Have ask for 6. Just ask, in the best ways, go on Glassdoor, look for your company. You will see what are the average packages, and you can actually ask for it. Look on pay scale, look there. That's all I'm going to say, and I'm going to end the topic there because you really need to do some research on that. I'm telling you, 3 is very low, 4 is very low, at least 5 or 6. Okay, let's go back to shitting on Microsoft. Here is the video from the pizza man himself, the owner of Primetime and the startup.
Released a bad update. Yes, but this update was so bad that simple things like the Windows button just wouldn't work. By the way, I also want to say the person who made this video, Gimp, Vim, man of culture right there, okay? Just want to let you know, a man of culture. Also, just black screens of death. Oh yes, you've heard about blue screens? These ones are worse. And of course,
Not being racist here, it's legit black screen of death. Just saying that. Do not be racist here.
everybody's favorite program, Notepad. Yes, Notepad is currently not available in your account. How did you screw up Notepad? It's simpler than Nano. How did you do this, Microsoft? Anyways, let's go over this little fun patch. Let's have a good old laugh at Microsoft and their nonstop pursuit of making the world's best case for Linux. So this all started January 13th, 2026. You know, just a simple cumulative update for Windows 11 version 25H2 and a 24H2 KB50741009. Includes the latest security fixes and improvements, along with non-security updates from last month's optional preview release. Well, I mean, who wouldn't want to put that in their system? So yeah, so everything ended up breaking. We're talking about so many apps wouldn't launch, and this little Windows just being smashed.
I just have one question. It's a $3-4 trillion company. They don't have those checks like, oh, if you are releasing for this version, let's check all the features. Like the startup I work with, we had an Excel, and we had 2 people on every single module minimum to check every single feature, from password reset to new sign up, trying to sign up again with the username, adding an API, executing an API with different like variations, giving the wrong things and blah blah blah. How? There is like no security in this idea. Like there is no proper testing.
And nothing happened. It just kind of hurts me because there was a day a long time ago when you would be able to take Windows, press enter, and boom, it just launched. Look at this. Look at how fast that is. That's Microsoft Word launching in a fraction of a second, maybe 0.75 of a second. And this is from a Pentium 4, 400 megahertz, still on like one of those disk platter drives that had to like read to get the actual memory. And this thing launches so fast, and the newest window can't even open up the start menu without just freezing. Hey, Satya here. We're here to revolutionize the business world. You just don't understand it yet. True. I understand that's your goals and your purpose, but then answer me this one, Satya. Why is Anthropic being better than you? I mean, you've been making nonstop updates to the operating system, putting Copilot in everything. Anthropic just drops Claude for Excel instantaneously better. I mean, you have to feel like a loser at this point. And with the amount of errors that you have.
I think I don't know, do you guys follow what big companies do? Yeah. But I will say like one thing, I think it missed a lot of big headlines. Sure. It missed a lot of big headlines, but what I want to, oh wow, there's a lot. Oof. Lads. That's beauty. That's beauty. Thank you, man. That's beauty right there. Yeah, but one thing I want to say actually, where Microsoft don't know how much you guys follow. I follow a lot of these companies because I just read certain newsletters religiously almost every week, right? Facebook, $100 billion wasted with metaverse, still like is going good with AI. Google slacking the most with AI, going better. Same with Apple was doing really bad, now has been doing really good. The only one that was doing good and has been like lacking ever since is Microsoft. And you know why? One reason, a lot of them, like especially with Google and Meta, they have been doing is call like running the AI department as a startup. Whereas I think with Microsoft, it's not the case. They have been running it like a $1 trillion company, not a startup. Startup, there is less processes, less things, and it just works better. I made my own custom, no updates except Defender. I saw a video on how to make antivirus. Nice. Yeah. We need to look into like how to do these and set up a Windows. I would love to like just set a reset up my whole Windows setup. If you guys are down, give me some videos. I'm down to do it on stream one day. I maybe try to do it. Okay, sure. One. Let's look at this one. Can you send the video as well to me, please, and thank you, bro. CH, can you make a video on breakdown on how to offer letter works? I can give you like how offer letter works. I don't know what you mean by that. I can give you simple discussion. Always have sign up bonus. Always ask for if you feel like you can get better offer from other company, have 1 or 2 months of gap in joining, but a letter saying that if you that they will give you a job, and if they don't, you can sue them, right? In a month or two, at least sue them. With AI, you can sue people, and yeah, that's like I will say. Yeah, that's all I want to say. And like one thing, I think you guys forgot. Do you know who he said this for? I can look into it. I also don't know about Indian one, but yeah. At the end of the day, they Google are a 800-pound gorilla. I hope that with our innovation, they will definitely come out and show them that they can dance. And I want people to know that we made them dance. So this is what overconfidence looks like in February 2023, when Satya Nadella was like, "Oh, Google should have been the obvious winner, but we are killing it." And now things are not going the same way, because they were like, "Oh, we have our quantum chip, this and that," and now Google came in and snapped the AI race big time, because Google, let me tell you, has Windsurf guys research team, part of Anthropic, and another company. They are actually like have good heavy investment in an AI company. I forgot the name. Whereas like all the companies Microsoft has been playing with are actually like going down, especially with OpenAI. Oh, Neutrella, the space thing. Lower the basic to 20%. What? I don't get it. Oh, I have no idea. That's crazy. Oh, thank you so much for following. Cybersec Wiz. Nice. Nice name. But yeah, I will say, oh, we completed 280 followers. That's good, fam. I love you too, bro. Love you too. Thank you. But yeah, lads, like this, there is a lot of things that showed how to run $1 trillion company, especially Google. When Google was lacking, a beautiful thing I saw. Uh, so Sergey Brin, I think, if I'm not wrong, he is actually back into Google when Google was lacking. He's coding. He's a $100 billion guy, is sitting down and coding, so making sure Google is actually like doing that. Oh, thank you so much for clipping, man. I don't even know how to clip, honestly. एक काम करो government. Nah, dude. Like now, this is where AI will be helpful in saving taxes and stuff, right? And like helping you with these like information about breaking down of things. But yeah, like lads, that's what I want to show you guys. Like this is something we can look on what Sergey Brin returning to Google and actually coding. Oh, Clippy. Oh, I see. Wrench. Wrench, you got your friends made. That's awesome. Oh, yeah. Stock market is like India, right? Or actually, US also is open with the overtime one. Yeah.
I just have to feel bad, like this meme. It's not even funny anymore.
Microsoft is a corporation that turns Microsoft CEO claims 30% of its new code is written by AI. Well, that explains a lot of things. Their AI is bad and things are just not working on. Windows 11 media creation tool not working on Windows 10 PCs. Microsoft security update causes Active Directory sync failures for Microsoft Server. Boom, another 2025 one. Microsoft WSUS remote code execution CV 2025. How many 2025 things have happened?
Like at this point, I feel bad. This was a joke, and then the joke just kept writing itself over and over again. I have never seen a company so thoroughly on open source like Microsoft. I mean, they're just truly, it is the year of the Linux desktop 2026. I'm quite convinced that DHH and Satya are teaming up to create the greatest use case of all time. But the real bad part is this black screen of death. If you have not seen this, this is ridiculous. Look at this. So these little batched rollouts. So this started January 13th. You would restart your computer and then it couldn't quite finish up. Sometimes it was at 35% because apparently at 35%, it's like handing it off to the temporary installer to do something extra.
It's crazy. We read about WMI this week, right? On Monday. And now, like, things have been, like, we talked about one of the attacks that happened using WMI, like, types of attacks. I think I have the link to share. 1 second. How attacker abuses WMI. Yeah, it's like, they can. It's just, if they need to, like, follow the Linux principle. They need to just create a better, like, stuff. It's just so much hodgepodge.
Apparently at 35%, it's like handing it off to the temporary installer to do something extra. And sometimes you're just stuck at 0%. That was on January 13th. It is currently January 29th, and this still is not fixed. This is the recommendation to fix the problem. Just uninstall it, bro. And by the way, when I say that this thing is still going on, they've already pushed 2 out-of-band updates, not their standard updates, to fix the problems. And this has survived. This bug has survived multiple out-of-band updates. Honestly, at this point, I actually just feel bad because there's so many people that are stuck using Windows that...
How do you uninstall when your system is not restarting or able to start?
I feel like this VX Underground guy. Like I can't even, can I even make fun of Windows at this point? Like,
shout out to VX Underground, goated, man.
This VX Underground guy. Like I can't even, can I even make fun of Windows at this point? Like, is it kind of just, am I punching down now at this point?
Oh, I can reduce, or maybe can I increase my audio more? Can I just reduce this a little bit? Okay, or maybe I can just speak a bit louder. Let me just speak a bit louder.
Point is that what this is? Am I making fun of the little guy? You know what honestly the worst part about this whole thing is that I don't even think this is some sort of like failure because of AI. I mean, I get it. Dude, I love this skeleton. This is like my favorite meme that just keeps on going and going. I'm not even convinced that this is a real thing. First off, that whole 30%, honestly, people that are using Copilot or any sort of just like inline autocomplete, oh yeah, 30% of your code is written by AI. It's like, oh, okay, yeah. Sure. That's kind of like, game in the metrics. I'm not even convinced that stuff is even true or even to blame for all this. Honestly, this is just a massive failure of leadership. And it's incidentally involving AI and constantly pursuing the latest and greatest technology as opposed to just making their system good, constantly shoving in all these updates in places that don't need to be. Like, why? Why are we actually putting AI in Notepad? How about this one?
That's a really good question. Why the heck you want to put AI in like something like Notepad? Why you want to put, like, in Paint, it makes sense if you want to do the images, but yeah.
Crazy idea. Microsoft, You give me 5 releases, okay? I want 5 months, 5 releases, no bugs, then you can have AI, okay? Hey, I'll give it to you, okay? That's
If they can do 2 or 3 in line, I will give them $1,000.
That's it. That's the deal we're going to strike right here, right now. You give us 5 months of just quietness. I don't even want to hear the word Windows. You can put AI in Notepad. Until then, why are they doing this? Clearly they're burning bridges. Clearly people are more.
Yo, lads, I will do $100 giveaway if this year they are able to release 3 patches, 3 months, just without any BS.
More and more looking to an alternative. Is it really worth the pursuit of trying to win this AI war if you just destroy all user satisfaction? I mean, honestly, the real heroes here, the ones that should be getting everybody's praise, is the fact that the Microsoft sales team has managed to continue just putting up numbers in enterprise and government, even with all this. Like, somehow they go into a meeting and be like, hey, aren't you like broken since January 13th? Yeah. But let me tell you how great using Microsoft for business is. And somehow they're able to sell business after business. These guys, they're legendary. You know what? Honestly, sales team, you deserve an award. But at the end of the day, please stop releasing fixes that involve breaking Notepad, the simplest program in the world. And please just fix your product. I think we're all sick of it. I'm tired of making videos making fun of you. It's not even funny anymore. Honestly, it's just a little bit sad. And I just kind of want to leave you on this high note. You know, I want to leave you with something that actually feels really good. So I feel like I have something really...
Imagine AI in your zipper, in your pants. And if you actually go to, like, if Microsoft was, like, you know, selling pants and there was AI in your zipper, you want to go to washroom, but Microsoft is like, nah, not opening, it's giving error. Imagine that. Is that what's happening with the Notepad? Yeah. There is more probability of person winning at next update. Wait, which did I wrote wrong? TPU versus GPU, Windows 11, Claude. Which one? Well, I'm just saying, if AI comes into my zipper and doesn't open, everybody's shitting their pants. If Microsoft was like, Microsoft, you know what? I'll change that. I'll give you that. Microshaft. How about Microshaft? There you go, lads. Updated.
important to show you. Do you see this? This is a picture of Satya. I tried to make Grok and other services make him smile like William Dafoe, but they kept telling me they can't edit his picture something.
What will I get us invite for? To check the latest Windows update? What will I ever get one for?
About being a public figure. I don't know. They wouldn't let me. So instead, this is the video that Grok made, and I absolutely hate it. It just makes me so angry on the inside. I just hate AI video. At least I hate this AI video. It's just everything about it's off.
That's really bad and scary. Microsoft. There is a... Have you heard that meme about like why Bill Gates' wife divorced him? Because his micro was soft.
Awful. So there you go. All of that upsetness, you get to enjoy it too. The name is I wish I could get a picture of Satya smiling like William Dafoe. It would make my day. But seriously, have you tried our Copilot for Windows? You can adjust your font size. Hey, is that HTTP?
Dude, that's like the reason why Bill Gates' wife left him. His micro was soft. Okay. Now, bad boy. Okay, now let's look at some Claude stuff. Is Idor still here? Lads, we have time for one more video. There is 3 videos. Let's watch.
There is a monster inside of...
You guys tell me which one to watch. I'm going to share all the links here. I think I actually did in Discord, but I'll share.
Spectrum developments help AI here to...
guys tell me which one. Nice. Would be giving you some good ideas.
Last week.
Okay, so we have top 10 Claude Code front-end design skills, plugins, and CLIs. That's one. Then we have superpowers versus GSD, which you guys mentioned one point. The results shocked me. In this, superpowers versus GSD on the same brownfield project, making end-to-end testing to a real food ordering app to see which Claude Code framework wins on accuracy. And then we have AI will replace most jobs except these in cybersecurity. A non-technical cybersecurity career. Okay, never mind. This one. Explore which cybersecurity specialization face replacement by AI and which remains secure. Understanding how AI is reshaping the industry landscape for professionals and beginners alike. Learn strategic approaches to adapt and protect your career in evolving. Second one. Okay, let's check. I know his SSH one. I know that SSH coffee thing. I do know that. I love it. Honestly, like, love the idea of instead of HTTPS, the SSH. Yeah. No, I know his coffee one. I actually looked at his sweater to the Arch one through that. I was looking for that on his store. Loved his sweater. But yeah, let's. Do you guys want to go for this one? Superpowers versus GSD. Looks like a good one. Token efficiency, code quality, maintainability, test accuracy. You guys want to go for this? And here are all the links. All 3 links are here. I'll send. Oh yeah, that's a good point. That's a beautiful point. Because I feel like saying what AI will replace is a very hard thing to say, because I don't believe anybody knows how the world will be with AI in like next 2-3 years. I just really don't think anybody can like predict accurately. It's like 10 people are predicting which stock will go up tomorrow, and 1 or 2 are right, and then they will be given the title stock guru from tomorrow onwards. Reality is everybody just took a what's this called, heavy like a guess, and whichever one was successful was given limelight. Whatever is the light is, stage light or whatever. I think okay, let's go with 2. If nobody has any other objections, let's go with like number 2 here. How Claude Code superpowers versus GSD will work. It is a gamble. The world is a gamble. Who knows, right? Like, you just have to be reading every day, just like Roman said. Keep focused on like making yourself better every day, and you will end up being good. Okay, that's easily the way, right? Okay, let's get going with this, lads.
Plan things before doing implementation. And the 2 biggest spec-driven development frameworks out there are superpowers and GSD.
Okay.
Spec-driven developments help AI here to plan things before doing implementation. And the 2 biggest spec-driven development frameworks out there are superpowers and GSD. And people are talking about this over a month on which one is actually better. So today we're going to put them into a test on the same existing code base and figure out which one is better.
Honest with you, Ranch, if you are actually in government job in India, big benefits, man. Just if you actually get a government job, easily it's the best thing you can get in India. Because you can, like, no AI can, like, you can never get fired, right, in India. You do, like, and you will have enough time to keep like leveling up yourself. You won't have the corporate stress.
It's actually better. So today we're going to put them into a test on the same existing code base and figure out which one is better. All right, so let's take a look at what we're going to cover in this video. So right here you can see we have a brownfield project, which is a food ordering system. And what I want to do here is to add a feature onto this project, which is to increase the end-to-end testing coverage. And I have everything down into a requirements file using the GStack here to help me to brainstorm. So then what I did here is basically having the Git worktree here to divide the current project into 2 environments here. One environment using superpowers and the other one is using GSD. And both environment here is going to follow the requirements here to adding this feature onto this brownfield project. And the goal for this is we want to see which framework here is the best, has the best accuracy. We're going to use a large language model here to evaluate that. And then we're also going to take a look at which framework that can take less token consumption for executing this task, and overall which model
pretty much
here or which framework here is the best for guiding our coding agent here on the right path. So with that being said, if that sounds interesting, let's get into this. Now, before we continue, I recently launched our school community where I help you to master AI agents, automations, and so much more. And that's all coming from someone who used to work as a senior AI software engineer, plus video materials. On top of that, you also have a code masterclass, plus you also get to level up. So right here, you can see this, and I'll see you in a community. All right, so to get started, first, let's take a look at superpower. So right here, you can see this is the entire plan that we're going to execute for superpower in its own separate worktree. So right here, you can see this is the reference spec. And I created this using GStack, which I already mentioned this before. But if you're curious about what GStack is, what is superpower, and also what is GSD, make sure to check out this video right here. In that video, we dive deep into
what is GStack? Use Gary Tan's exact Claude code setup. Ooh. I have no idea who Gary Tan is. Let's see. Okay. Even Claude has like part of it. Okay. Who is Gary Tan? Why contributors? Okay. Wow. 6K followers on Gitty. He works with OpenClaw integration stuff. Guy has been killing it. Nice. American venture capitalist executive who is the CEO of Y Contributor and founder of Initialize Capital. He previously co-founded Posteris early employee at Palantir and previously partner at Y Contributor. Okay. Why is Gary Can's Claude code setup is getting so much attention? Yeah, tell me that. Cyber psychosis is barely sleeping because he's so excited to working with AI agents. I sleep like 4 hours a night right now. Wow. Yeah, like building AI agent is not hard, bro. Like making it like top notch, that's hard. That's what I will tell you right now. Interesting. So let's look more.
What each of them are, give you a clear comparison of what each of them does and why we should use it and what are the benefits that it gets. But for this video, we're just going to compare the difference between the superpower and also GSD in terms of which one is the best for building features on a brownfield project. So right here, you can see this is the steps we're going to take for superpower. So first of all, we're going to using the Git worktree scale from superpower here to create a isolated environment. Then we're going to create a plan for implementation, using the test-driven development here to create the test first before we're going to do the development and the implementation. And finally, we're going to use the dispatch parallel agent here to do the implementation, which you can see here. And furthermore, we also have verification and code review from the superpower. And finally, we're going to wrap everything up and be able to create its own separate branch. And eventually, at the end, we're going to compare those two branches and see which one has the highest accuracy. All right, so now you can see I have gone ahead here and basically execute that plan. And now you can see that we currently have completed everything from the superpower plan. So you can see that all 6 stages are all completed. These are the skills that are being used and the status that we have for each stage. And notice here that one of the stages that we have is verification, and that one is partial complete because we're only running the local test instead of the actual end-to-end testing. And for the actual end-to-end testing, I will make sure to run this in a clear terminal session here and here, which I'll show you next. But you can clearly see that for the entire developing, planning, and test-driven developments, here you can see this is the total token consumptions that has took for following the entire superpower workflow for developing this feature on this worktree. So now what I want to talk about is basically try to run the entire end-to-end testing and see if it actually really works. How many tests we have created, what is the test coverage look like, and is there any bugs that we have catch in our applications using this end-to-end test approach. So in this case, let's take a look at this nest. So now what I did here is basically gone ahead and run the entire end-to-end testing for the entire application. And here you can see we have 103 tests passed and 4 of them skipped. Pretty much you can.
That's crazy. None of them failed. Because majority of the time when given with like what I am given at work, so many things just fail. That's interesting. So
see we have total of 107 tests. And then furthermore, I basically have it to.
Do you guys know what is superpower and GSD is? Have you ever looked into these things? Anyone here? Let's actually look into superpower then. Because I think there is no point in looking at this if we don't have. Because I haven't looked into it. Does Fireship has a video on it? Let's see. Okay, let's look at this video. There's only.
This is Superpowers, the agentic skills framework with more than 50,000 stars on GitHub that stops your coding agent from rushing and making mistakes by forcing it through a structured workflow that contains brainstorming, implementation, red-green test-driven development, and even using sub-agents to execute tasks and review code in parallel. But what makes this different from just using plan mode or something like spec-driven development? Hit subscribe and let's get into it. So this is a project called XDL, which is a CLI tool used to download videos from Twitter. I want to create a web UI for this tool that not only downloads videos to the user's browser from a URL, but also uses it to create an article. So I used Opus 4.6 with plan mode in Claude Code to try to create that UI, and this is what it did. Now, unfortunately, when I ran the code the first time, there were some issues, so I went through with Claude to try and fix those issues, which hopefully it's resolved. So now it looks like everything is working. I'm going to go to Twitter and copy the link to this tweet. Sorry, Kevin. Paste it here and see if it'll download the video. So it's extracting and it's been able to download it. So if I click here, it opens it in a new tab, which is not what I expected, but hey, it does the thing. And if I try to create an article from that tweet, so I'll paste it in here, and it generates, we can see the different steps it's taking. So it's first extracting the video, and then it's doing the audio. And now that it's done, we get the article in perfectly formatted Markdown, which is really impressive. And if we take a look at the exact same task done with Opus 4.6, but using superpowers, we can already see that the design is much better with an option to download and generate an article. We'll paste in the same Twitter URL, hit download, and again, it extracts the video, but this time it downloads to my browser and I can click on it to view the video. Now, if we were to use the same tweet to generate the article, here we can see the steps that it's taken. And now that's finished all the steps.
Dude, I hate it too. I just use it for summarization.
It's streaming the article to my browser, and I have the option to copy this and paste it wherever I want. Now, already you can see the superpowers version is better than the version without using superpowers. We'll go through the code a bit later on in the video, but first, let's go through how I did this. So after you install the superpowers plugin, we should now have some new slash commands like brainstorm, execute plan, and write the plan, which will write the plan from the brainstorm. Now we only actually need this command since superpowers will direct us to the next stage at the end of a previous one. So let's run this and we'll paste in a prompt. We're going to hit enter and now it loads the brainstorming skill.
I will tell this, Rover, like I think AI, not just AI, like LinkedIn posts in general are just really bad. Everybody like, oh, I passed the driving license versus like, I would like to thank this person and this invigilator and the confidence and the thank you God for like making sure all the lights were green and blah, blah, blah. And I was able to finally do and accomplish a really big achievement in my life. No, it just makes you look like, yeah, like the person who is posting, they, like I just like to avoid them. Then and it's just really bad.
And begins to understand the current project. And here it's going to ask me some questions to further improve the plan. So I'm going to say React plus feet, and then I'll say step by step for the article generation. And now it's asked me to confirm the structure of the architecture, which I think looks good. It also asks about the layout, and then asks about the endpoint and server logic. So after I've answered all the questions, it then goes ahead to create
They do. They show like their driving test passing more like, oh, we beat Max Verstappen, like it's a piece of cake.
a plan, which it's now put inside this directory. And if we take a look at the plan, we can see it's very detailed, giving an overview, the stack, the structure, as well as design, layout, API endpoints, and much more. In fact, this is very similar to what Claude code would give us if it was writing its own.
What is Substack? What is Substack? The app for independent voices, you made it, you own it. Okay. Okay, cool. Enables writers, podcasters, and creators to publish content, send newsletters, monetize their work through subscription. Okay. Nice. That's actually good. Only when they charge for content. Nice. That's actually cool. I had no idea there was something like that.
Own plan. But the next step is where things get interesting. So after I confirm the plan and say I'm ready for implementation, it then goes ahead and writes another implementation plan. It does this by first looking at the original design plan that we created, and it breaks this down into smaller, more manageable chunks of tasks that can be
No, I actually never even knew what that was a thing.
completed by parallel subagents. So now it's written another plan and it saved it to the plans directory again. And if we take a look at that one, we can see instead of giving a detailed overview of the project and architecture, it splits things up into tasks. So we have one task here to scaffold the project, and it has some steps inside those tasks. We have another task here to create Vite and React client skeleton, and again, it has some steps, and this keeps going on with every task that's needed to complete the project. From here, Superpowers asks me to pick an approach. Do I want the sub-agent driven approach or the parallel?
See, that's the thing, Wrench. You have made so many things and you are expecting the paycheck same as somebody who hardly attended classes and like don't even know computer science, basically. You are accepting, like if you take 3-4 lakh, you are accepting that level. Don't do that.
Session approach. This approach will use a separate sub-agent for each task without any human confirmation. This approach will create another session from the plan session, complete the tasks in batches, and then check with me, so the human, if I'm happy with the batch is completed before it continues. Now, for the sake of speed, I'm going to go with the sub-agent driven approach. And now it's gone ahead and created the tasks that need to be completed for this project. Now, unfortunately, these tasks look different from the previous tasks because I forgot to record the screen the first time. So I've gone ahead and started again, but I used the exact same prompt. So what's happening now is that each sub-agent is first creating a test. So it's writing a test that's going to fail, and then it writes the minimal code to make that test pass. And then when it's finished working on the feature, it verifies the feature passes the requirements that were specified in the plan, and then moves on to check the quality of the code, which checks if it's clean, well built, and maintainable. So now it's finished most of the tasks. It's now going to test everything it's done. And here we have it. It's completed all the tasks, and it even found one bug in the process that it was able to fix. And if we take a look at the code, it's split by server and...
That's beautiful. That's actually properly done, organized code. With configs out there, logs files up there, then there is server and source, like different node modules up here.
Source, I'm assuming source is...
Source has style components and okay.
The front end or client, we have some components in here, so article tab, download tab, etc. If we take a look at the pipeline progress.
That's very well written React app. Like they've divided every single component in their own file. So there's like, it's all modularized. Beautifully done.
We have stages in an object, a TypeScript interface. Now it looks like it's using some kind of CSS in JS for the styling, and in hindsight I should have specified to use Tailwind, but this is fine. And check this out. This is something Opus Plan mode wouldn't do by default. You can see through every step of the way, Superpower has made a git commit, from scaffolding the project to adding the CLI wrapper and adding Hono and everything in between. So if I check the git status, there's nothing for me to commit because the branch is clean, which is much less work on my part. Now you may be looking at this and wondering, where are the test files? I'll talk about that later. So if I'm being honest, I think Superpowers is an impressive project. I love the fact that it focuses on skills. I think it has 14, which do so many different things.
That's actually, yeah, like I think with AI, after taking participation in hackathons, ideathons, whatever these are, I will say if you really want to, like, feel the pressure and want to feel and get out of imposter syndrome, take part in hackathons. My first hackathon, so the feeling was so good that I'm just going for another one as soon as it comes, like no doubt about it. So do that, because once you build, you will be able to like learn things, because once things are actually built. Second, I think these tools, like more you use these tools, the more you get better. But hackathon, and there is like, if you just go participate in hackathons, there's a very good website. Yeah, DevPost. Have a look at this. And in Discord, you guys want, I can help you create teams and stuff. Whoever wants to participate in these, they are really good. It can be related to your country, a company you want to look like, Quen AI Build Day, stuff like that. These are all good. And every single certification you can put on your resume, that's a big W for you guys.
From brainstorming to planning to...
I'm putting the Ideathon thing, number 1, in my resume for the rest of my life. Not going to lie to you guys. No, 100%, man. And if you guys want, like, I'm ready to help you guys too, like in these cases, and even want to participate in future ones too. Yeah.
To implementing and even reviewing the code afterwards. I love the focus on TDD, specifically red-green TDD, where it writes the tests first so they fail, making them red, and then writes minimal code to
TDD, that's test driven development. A very like what is it? Yeah, 100%. Let me send you Discord, I think is pointed, yeah. So it's pinned in the chat, but to give you guys why TDD, the test driven development, I have because I work for a consulting company, right? We get projects from multi-billion-dollar companies. 2 companies with net worth, one above $250 billion, one above $50 billion, which have some good coding practices in place. They both prefer test driven development. Just letting you know, understand, if you are ever, even like whichever field you go in, understand test driven development ideology.
Pass them. But sometimes this doesn't always work because the agent chooses not to do that. Take a look at this. So here we can see the writing plan skill.
Got another call. Yeah. Also, Wrench, make sure look at the pay scale and Glassdoor before the call for the position you are looking for, and say if they are give you offer, tell them, hey, I've seen this. Go for it. But like I'm just saying, make sure if you actually go for it, like have those things in place. Have data about the company, about the person you are going for, because one of the interviews I did, I knew who I was going against. I knew he likes marathons, running. So I bring that up to make a friendly environment for myself. Oh, BSDK is a short form for Bhosadi Ka. That's a slur in Hindi. Yeah. But like learn about the company you're looking for, about the manager and the position, so you will know what pay scale to do, if the company is good with negotiation, right? How their behavior is around those things. Be prepared. It's just like going on a date. When you go on a date, you need to know which type of girl you are dating, right? So if she's like more into food, you will take her to a foodie place. More into like those nice environment, less on food, but more like lavish lifestyle, you take them to that restaurant. It depends, right? If somebody is like enjoy, you take them to a park. Recon, that's the word. Nmap that.
Explicitly said TDD, and for some reason, Claude chose not to do it. I asked it to confirm that, and it said, yes, it's on me. The skill says TDD, and I still didn't do it. And I asked it, why did you not do it? And then it says, it focused on shipping quickly over following the process. I'm not sure exactly why this happened for a state-of-the-art model, but it just goes to show that you shouldn't blindly accept what the model does. It's important to read through the plan and make sure it does what you expect it to do. This is one of the reasons why I don't think I'll be using Superpowers for every single one of my projects or feature requirements, purely because they're quite small. And if I have a small feature I want to add, I'm happy to go back and forth with Claude to plan this out, write a plan document, and then wipe the context to execute that plan. But if I do find myself in this situation where I'm implementing multiple features, which does happen from time to time, then Superpowers is a great tool to use just because it's very good at breaking down complex requirements into chunks that can be completed by.
We are 100% doing Claude code on the weekend, man. Fucking yeah, fuck yeah. We'll first do Claude code, then we'll add superpower. 100% I'm going to do that. That's good. That's good. How do you know I'm not a AI model? How do you know I'm not a AI model? I haven't sent many sorries and thank yous. That would be my replacement. Destroyers of system. Hell yeah. Well, I think that's good stuff for the day. It's been like 2 hour session. If you guys want, I'm down like every Wednesday. We can like catch up. Let me know videos which you want, and we'll do it. Because you get things more wrong than right. That is the part of the AI programming, Panda. My model name will be Panda AI. I'll trademark that. Remember that. I have trademarked all the Panda emojis in my Discord. I will trademark AI too. Yeah, but like, let's do Claude code over the weekend. I will do some research on myself, with myself, and look into Cursor too, because there is some push of Cursor recently have seen. So let's do that. Maybe. I stay up or go to bed. Either option makes sense. I will say go to bed because when I come up in the morning, you are down. We'll do a study with me session again tomorrow, right? Again, 7-8 hours of study with me and some 1 hour or 2 hour of hack the box tomorrow. So I'm just sleeping early so I can just wake up on time and I have energy. I'm trying to make myself better. So I'm more with you guys. I'm trying to more do streams on time and stuff and get work done and take care of my mental health too, honestly. For services and free, okay, give me 1 sec. I have to share my screen again. Are you a student? If you are a student, let me give you this GitHub student pack. GitHub student package. Yeah. So if you are a student, GitHub student developer pack, goated thing. Legit, this is the most goated thing. I actually created. I used other people's what's this called, email and ID, so I can get these like again. It's one of my favorite things here is front-end masters. Honest with you, this is like best platform out there. 6 months of access, right? Go check it out, right? And you will get a lot of interesting things like Microsoft Azure or Microsoft Azure, right? I think you will get other cloud stuff too. Local stack is there. There is, I think you get Linode, if I'm not wrong. Oh, they have boot.dev. Yo, boot.dev is, it's by Prime. It's by Prime Time. Primegan. It's goated. It's goated stuff. Let me tell you, goated. It's game driven. Let me know how you feel because I have seen a lot of good things, I've heard a lot of good things about it. That's one. Algo expert if you want to go in algo. So this is the place to go, right? And if you, let's say, do not have student ID, Visual Studio Dev Essential, right? Here, you get a bunch of tools, softwares, and services part of it, right? Free Code Camp is great. Yes, Free Code Camp is big. Lovely stuff by them. But also the reason here is because developer tools. Where is it? Where is it? I have to sign in for this. 1 second, lads. I don't even care if you guys see it because I hardly use this thing, but just saving myself. I know some hackers in the channel. Okay, here we go. Nah, it's not even leaked because that email was everywhere. I know that for sure. So Azure you can get with this. This is Visual Studio Dev. You don't need a student ID and stuff. 30 days to learn. You can get some certification, 50% off. Pluralsight, another really great one. For 1 month, you can like learn a lot of it, right? I'm the dis. I just joined. Oh, not me. You are the hacker. So you will get Office and all those which are not that important in my opinion. But one thing I really like about here is the Pluralsight. You can use that, and Code Magazine just to get updates and stuff. What's happening? There's a lot of tools also you can get, right? But yeah, mostly like I will say Pluralsight, Frontend Masters, Boot.dev, all are goated. And then we have free Code Camp on their YouTube. Just beautiful stuff. Also, bro, because you're new, right? Okay. Stay away from wrench. That's one. And like just ask questions here. You can ask questions in just asking or just chatting or any of the languages one. If you have questions, just ask, right? And you will get all the answers and everything. A lot of time, if you are like, let's say you want a study partner and stuff, you might even just ask and you will get like some study partner and accountability partner, we say in this. Nah, he's okay. He's okay. Nah, Wrench is a homie, man. Wrench is a homie. Okay, lads. Hope that helps, bro. Yeah, I don't have anything else. Thank you so much, lads, for joining. Okay, let me ask you this. Link HTTPS. Are you Wrench? Did he just created another like? Did he just create another YouTube channel just to say that thing? At this point, I don't even trust this. That's some AI stuff right here. That's hilarious. Yep, that's his range. I knew it. Yes, I knew it. I knew it. We have this from yesterday too. The same thing. Where is it? Where is this guy? You see this? Meow. You see this? Yep. Yep. Okay. But that's all, lads. Thank you so much all for joining. It's a pleasure. It was fun. Tomorrow morning I'll come for some Hack the Box. We'll do some CTFs at this point. I want to do some CTFs. Okay. Nah, totally someone else. Okay, Panda. I see you have teamed up with Wrench. I see you. Okay. Yeah, thank you so much, lads. Hope you have a great one. This was your friendly neighborhood hacker, censored hacker. Bro has at least 5 alternate. Bro, I think more than that. Yeah, thank you. Remember, 1K subscribers. When we reach on YouTube, I'm going to run 30 kilometer. I'm doing a 30-kilometer run across my whole city. That involves going up a fucking hill. Sorry for effort. But yeah, and here's the YouTube for Twitch chat. But yeah, that's all. And also there is a stream a reel on my channel. No, there's one on my channel which is about me jumping in snow because I promised that. So enjoy that as well. Here, I'll just post the link. Thank you so much, lads. Hopefully you have a great day or a great night, and I will see you guys tomorrow. This was your favorite censored hacker signing off with a big bye. Wait 1 second. This was your favorite censored hacker signing off with a big bye. Thank you so much, lads. Peace out.
In the wires, we're the ghost. Ego's king, we rule the host. Masks on screens, we wear them proud. Silent hands inside the cloud. Flicker in the firewall glow. Name in red on a watch list row. Every trace that they think they own, we erase, turn it all to smoke. Hack the world, that's the dream. Pull the thread of the global seam. One small key, whole sky screams. Hack the world, the final scheme. Hack the world, feel it bend. Every closed gate starts to rend. From the core to the crack machine. Hack the world, the final scheme. Waste the system, break the code. Watch the virus overload. Black hood up, eyes run cold. Turn the silver into mold. 10 fake names on a single wire. One small spark, whole grid on fire. Who owns what when the locks all fail? Who holds power when we lift the veil? Heartbeat sync with the scroll. Cursor dancing on the soul. All their walls built tall and proud. We just walk straight through the crowd. Hack the world, that's the dream. Pull the thread of the global scene. One small key, whole sky screams. Hack the world, the final scheme. Hack the world, feel it bend. Every closed gate starts to rend. From the core to the crack machine. Hack the world, the final scheme. Are you in or out tonight? Ride the edge or run from sight. When the curtain tears in two, will the ghost look back?